Hello end users, and welcome to our first gamer show. We call this EUR Game Reviews. We're your hosts. I'm Clarence.
I'm Veronica.
And she's new to the EUR team, so please take it easy on her and on us in general. Again, this is episode number 1. This is Sunday, March 27th. Today's show, Harmonix chooses a weapon. BioWare closes the door on Mass Effect 2, and we take a hands-on look at Dragon Age 2. So I believe you have some news in the world of Dance Central for us.
Oh, I do indeed. After much anticipation, Harmonix just released 4 new downloadable songs for Dance Central. You can buy these songs. 240 microcoins, or converted to dollars, is $3 per song. The songs are Holla Back Girl by Gwen Stefani, Weapon of Choice by Fatboy Slim, Straight Up by Paula Abdul, and Turning Me On by Carrie Hilson. I, for one, would like to know who chooses these songs, because they could have done a lot better than what they did. I would pay something to dance, I don't know, something different, mix it up, bring back your high school days.
You're so 80s. Me, I'm telling you, Harmonix.
Come on now, Ain't Too Proud to Beg by TLC would be a good one to sing to and dance to at the same time. You can get into that.
Okay, but if you're a guy, listen, Harmonix, if you want to get guys playing this game and dancing, 6 foot, 7 foot Lil Wayne, then I'll start doing that. But you want to do the Fatboy Slim though. You want to be Christopher Walken.
Yeah, you probably, I don't know. Maybe, but Paul Abdul, we could have done a lot better. I mean, I'm telling you.
But next in gamer news here, the release date for Mass Effect 3 is still a ways off, but that doesn't have to stop you from continuing your role as Commander Shepard. This week, BioWare announced the release date for the final piece of downloadable content for Mass Effect 2. It's called Arrival. This add-on, you are sent to Batarian space to aid an undercover agent who has information about the coming Reaper invasion. The events of Arrival are going to tie together the events of Mass Effect 2 and 3. There are going to be three new achievements or trophies, and that's going to depend on what version of the game that you have. Arrival will be available on March 29th, that's this Tuesday, for 560 BioWare or Microsoft points, or $7 on the PlayStation Network. And like a lot of people out there, I've been waiting a little bit here for the next chapter with Mass Effect and with Commander Shepard, so I'm very excited. This is like prom night, I guess.
I wouldn't know. Didn't go to the prom.
I didn't go. I was just kind of throwing that out there. But let's get into why we're here today, and let's take a look at Dragon Age 2.
March 8th saw the release of one of the most anticipated games of 2011, Dragon Age 2. This is the sequel of 2009 Dragon Age Origins. It does it rise to the epic heights of its predecessor. This is our look at Dragon Age 2. Here are the game details. Developer, BioWare. Publisher, Electronic Arts. Platforms, Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, Mac OS X. Genre, role-playing. Mode, single player. Rating, M for mature.
I won't believe Mother's own brother would steal from her.
Mother's been in such a fit of melancholy since Gamlen told her how angry her parents...
Now the story of Dragon Age 2 is set concurrent to the events of Origins. It follows the trial of Hawke, a Ferelden refugee who becomes the eventual champion of Kirkwall. The story itself is told in narrative style by Varric, one of Hawke's associates, and he's being interrogated by the Chantry. If you've played Origins, what you're going to notice is some familiar faces. Of course, you're going to notice some new ones. And you're also going to notice some vague references about the state that you left the world in Origins. This time around, the story is much more personal. It really centers around Hawke and the relationships that he builds with those around him. Unlike the first Dragon Age, your main character can actually talk, and I think that makes for a more compelling experience for the player. Dragon Age 2 sports better graphics than the original. Just about everything in this game looks better, but there are some issues. While the characters do look better, some of their animations come off as a bit stiff, Additionally, because a majority of the story takes place in Kirkwall, you're going to find yourself backtracking to some of the same areas over and over. It really makes the world of Dragon Age 2 seem a lot smaller than Origins.
Just like its predecessor, you have the option to choose from 3 character classes. The warrior is the frontline tanking class. Mages use the arcane arts to deal damage to multiple enemies and support the party, while rogues disarm traps and zip around the battlefield destroying enemies. This time the class roles are a bit more defined because the specialization system has been streamlined a bit. One limitation is the fact that you can only choose a human character. So if you had your heart set on being a dwarf warrior, sorry, you're out of luck. Additionally, you can't fully equip your party members. You can swap out their weapons and trinkets, but that's about it. The most noticeable change in Dragon Age 2 is the combat system. The focus is more on action than on strategy. At times this game almost felt like I was playing something out of the Dynasty Warrior franchise. That's not to say it's bad. In fact, the combat is my favorite part of this game, especially being a mage, which is much more fun this time around. But to get the full experience of the combat system, you're going to want to use all your tools at your disposal. Pausing the game, learning when to switch characters on the fly, and cross-class combos will give you a better chance in any battle. It's hard to do at first. You get the hang of it after a while, just takes some practice. You can play this game like an action game, but there are some battles you're going to have to use some strategy. While the PC version of the game is better at this, you can still do it on the console. It's just a little bit more difficult. Additionally, no matter what difficult you on, you AI battlemates seem to have a knack for dying.
Shortcomings aside, Dragon Age 2 is a good game with an engaging story. While it doesn't reach the grandiose heights of Origins, it's still enjoyable to play. The class system allows for a lot of replay value because the spec system, depending on what spec you choose, the character will actually play a lot differently the second time around. However, there are some players that are going to be let down by the restrictions here. Still, I felt Dragon Age 2 is a game that you should definitely pick up. I'm going to go ahead and give it a solid 8 out of 10.
And that's because it has some experience with Origins. Me, myself, just coming into the whole series, I definitely give it a 9.
Alrighty. So I guess we'll give it an overall rating with the two of us of 8.5. So Dragon Age 2, I say if you've played Origins, it's definitely something you want to pick up. If you're newer to the franchise, you might want to start with Origins and get a feel for that first. But that about wraps it up for us here at EUR Game Reviews. Remember, you can always follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget, comment and subscribe on YouTube.
See you guys next time.